Saturday, the 18th of November, 2023. And we have back with us our wonderful, wonderful co-founder of Human Colony and November our amazing channel, Jim Charles. So welcome, Jim. How are you?
I am doing very well.
Good, good. So we're always happy to hear you. See, here they come pouring in. I told you, it's like water. You open up the faucet.
Okay.
So why don't we start with, I'll say who's here. You've got a bunch of people in your room, huh?
I have 4.
Okay. Who are they?
They are Angie, Will, Blair, and Safira.
Perfect. Great. And in our room, we have Barbara, Bola, Yana, Joan. We go through the J's. You have to go in alphabetical order. Leela, Ian, welcome back, Ian. Mary, Michael, welcome to them, and Barbara. So, and more people coming in every second. So welcome to everyone, and to everyone in YouTube. Here comes Jennifer. All right, so why don't we start with our announcements, Angie? If I can get you to come over to the mic. Here comes Wendy in. I have to tell you. And we'll start with our announcements, and then we'll go into blessings and then requests.
Here, I'll move over.
You're looking very rad with your hair and with your glasses.
Thank you.
Right.
Thanks.
Okay, go ahead, Angie.
We have our gathering scheduled for August 8th through the 12th, 2024. It's $6.95, and it is at Ananda Park in Canandaigua, New York. It's a beautiful place. We did take some pictures of it. This is about gathering, being with not so much classes and things like that. I mean, there will be some, like maybe 1 or 2 instructions, but we haven't really scheduled anything. But it's more about oneness, being together with our friends and all of us online that we've never met in person before. So this is more about gathering, oneness. I'm hoping Max can make it. I talked to him last week, hoping he can make it. Our Krishna Priya is coming. This is going to be an amazing thing.
Perfect.
It is also possible that Rob Gothier may come. We'll see what his schedule is like. But it's there. The thing is, with this gathering, we want to bring people together. There's also swimming. There's also a place where you can play games and things of that nature. But the most important thing is us, because we are responsible for each other. Remember that. We are responsible for each other. We know we are responsible for ourselves, but if we do not get ourselves together, how can we be responsible for other people? But we need to be responsible for everyone, because anything that you see that is unfair or unjust, you must jump in there and take care of it. So much love to you all, and I hope to see everybody there, as many as possible, and definitely get to know you. All right.
The price is $6.95, and we're still several months out. If you're interested in doing a payment plan, you can do that so that it's not such a big bill. You can email classes@hucolo.org. I will get any information out to you. There is a registration link as well as the flyer on our Hucolo webpage. That's humancolony.org. And also on our Facebook page, there is a link to that as well. I hope to see everybody there. We've got a lot of people signed up already, which is amazing. And so I would love to see more.
Yes, well, it's wonderful that so many have already signed up.
Yeah.
And it's still a year away almost. So
yeah,
it's wonderful.
Well, not really.
Really, it's not. It's like 6 months.
Saying that for months. It's not. It's
Oh my, how time flies.
Yes.
It does fly. So
absolutely. Thank you. Thank you, Angie.
okay, thank you. All right, let's do some blessings. We're gonna have Yana, Barbara, Will, and Michael. So, and then people who want to do a blessing can do a blessing at the end. But we'll just start with those 4. So Yana, and then I'll just call you all out as we go through, and Jim will interpret. Okay, go ahead, Yana.
Okay. Welcome everyone, and these are the Arcturians. Tertok osne kantayana ka atertene ke ete ahastaka. Art hante ko ortunu uakanai te ke ete ortko inaka ai uue ke teno tortortono uea aha hento o torta hante aniaka ahatanai te kost. Hak artono ko oit hante tu urt oiteka ai te ko tustukut tu kandai teneka ai te tu. Thank you.
Remember that you must break free of fear, for fear is blindness, and blindness will not get you anywhere. You will be just in one place and not moving, but see what is there, know what is true, feel God within you, and break free of these fears that you have within you so that you may help the world, reach out to the world, and know the world in a way that you should know it as brothers and sisters.
Perfect. Okay. Barbara.
E tete kia nā hate he atoko, ki ahana tikin mitiki ashitokoro wiki, ki piata hanani ki ata, koroto he a pakarakare ki anakanaka ti ato, koshono ashina rete ki atato, ki a hana te ki ashi, ki a pakaraha, ki a tate ki anakata, ki a takarata. Namaste.
Many of you are searching for the light and saying you need more of it, that you have to find more light. But the light is within you. God is with you. He created you and he is in you. Your soul is part of God. Use it because he is within you. You do not have to seek for him, but find him within.
Thank you. Okay, Michael.
Yes, Archangel Michael is with me, and he wants to put a pinkish hue protection bubble of nothing but love and light, and sends love, light, and healing to everyone that is listening to keep this group protected from anything that is not of love and light. And he protects even the viewers on YouTube, and just help us ground and imagine grabbing our feet with roots and becoming part of Mother Gaia. And we will stay safe, and we will have good information, nothing negative, just nothing but love and light and blessings to all.
Beautiful. Thank you.
Okay, Will. I did switch it up. I saw Will start to stand up and I switched it off there. Yeah, okay. Go ahead when you're ready.
Arhita ta'ana aski hachita. Sotukurutu uhushayaha. Sihisa ata ta'arhanehi. Chohoko torohotaraha. Sikata titaratino uruhushisha. Shaihika toraha. Kunoto ohuka arshahika. Hisahaka tarhatutu uruhushaya sisiara. Kasa haka ashisofo. Urhara akira. Hisohutur sanahatita. Shaya ka atakarataha.
The light is bright within many of you, and there are also many colors that are very meaningful to you, and they bring power and energy to your life. Count on them within so that you may bring forth the true radiance of yourself and of God. When we tell you that you are an example to one another, this is the light within showing out. How is it that you do not have God if you can show the light? The light is within. Bring the light forth and let it shine and make it purposeful within the world. Reach out and let your light be a part of all that is.
Namaste.
Yes.
Yeah. Beautiful. Okay, so we have some requests and I'm waiting to see if any more are added, but the requests are a being or someone that can give perspective on the earth grids and how we can positively contribute. Valiant Thor, Tina Turner, Metatron, Ish, Goddess Athena, or Anastasia, her unicorn guide, that's from Susan, and the Syrian elders, there are 12 of them. The Golden Flame. Is the Golden Flame separate than the Syrian elders, Wendy? Is
Yes.
it two? Yes, okay.
Yes, there's
And
some.
perfect. That's what I have there. Should I read them again, or was that clear?
Yeah, go through them one more time.
Okay. Someone who can give perspective on the earth grids and how we can positively contribute to them. Ish, now I'm going backwards. Metatron, Tina Turner, Valiant Thor, Athena or Anastasia, my unicorn guide, that's from Susan. Goddess Athena, she meant. Syrian elders, 12 of them, or the Golden Flame. Someone in the YouTube chat, Rocco, requested Nikola Tesla. And that's all the requests we have.
All right, very good. Let's see who comes.
Okay, perfect. All right. Well,
Before I start, if you hear a lot of binging, banging, and loud noises, they're changing out my furnace today, and we'll just live with it. Thank you.
So you did make the announcement. Great. Okay.
Yes, I did.
Okay,
For those that didn't hear it.
no problem.
Greetings. I am Elijah. Today I want to speak of something that is happening. I don't know if any of you remember the predictions that have been called for in the past about the movement of the tectonic plates and the volcanic and the weather and all these things that are changing. There is even more changes coming. These things will happen. If any of you are aware that Iceland is now divided by a huge fault, it is something that has been predicted a long time ago. But it is time now to understand that there is even more that could happen. There is methane in the ice that is in the Arctic and Antarctic areas. The methane that is in these ice, if they melt quickly, they can cause another ice age. The waters are warm. The waters are calm. The waters are, the jet stream has changed. There are many things that are leading up to a possible ice age. And if it comes, it will not be slow. It will come quickly. It will come in a very fast way. Most ice ages they have seen in the past took maybe a day to bring forth all their coldness. Many areas of the world found things frozen in the ice because it happened so fast. Pray that this does not happen. But right now, the methane in the ice is being released as the waters are warming in the polar regions. I am praying that this does not happen, and I am praying that that prediction will not come true. But it is that there are many things that you must look out for and pray for, and that is one of them. I think that it is a possibility that many of you know what to pray for and how to pray. It is that you are responsible for each other. You are not only responsible for yourself, but you're responsible for everyone in the world. You must reach out. Everyone is for everyone. It is not that you are just for yourself. It's all for one and one for all. And it is that way and always will be. But you must understand that people who are not embracing that understanding, they believe that only their families, only their friends, Only themselves are who they should look out for. But that is not true. You are responsible for reaching out to the world. You are responsible for each other. When you see someone in need, you are responsible for that person because they may not have anyone else to depend on. They may not have anyone else that will help them. But reach out. Help those that cannot help themselves. Reach in and understand that we are working together. We are all together. We are the light that is to shine brightly in the world. We are the love that must be felt by the rest of the world. We are the ingredient that must be shared to nourish the world in a wise way, in an important way, in a godly way, in a spiritual way. Remember that your spirit is not just your own, but it has come from God, and He is all. He is all. You are all. Because God is within you. You are all. God be with you, because He knows that one day you will be enlightened and feel the joy that is within you from Him. You must reach in and say, thank you, God, that you are here. Help me to be the person that I am meant to be. He is not out there like you would want to believe, but He is in here. So you do not have to search the universe for God. You search yourself for God. He wants you to know that within Himself, within you, He has put Himself. And if you do not see the light of God, then you must find Him within. It is now a time for change. It is now a time for understanding that He is not out there, He is in here. He wants a more personal world. He wants a more personal effect. He wants a more personal life with you. Many of you who do not feel Him are not looking in the right place. Find Him here, in the heart, in the body, in the mind. The consciousness must expand. He is talking to me about the consciousness as well as the heart, as well as the love. But the consciousness is part of all of this. It all works together. The consciousness, the love, the heart, God, beauty, joy, ecstasy. They are all here and they work together. You must find them within yourself. You must find them and share them with yourself and then with others. It is so simple because it is something that you are born to be. We are constantly deceived by others telling us we cannot do what is unbelievable or miraculous. But that is how we were born to be. You were born to be a miracle. You were born to create miracles. You were born to exude the power of God. You were born to make the beauty of God available to all. They should be able to see it on your face, know it by being in your presence. This is a new time. We must all understand that it is here. God is here. And He wants to expand to everyone and connect everyone. The universe must be connected eventually. Eventually, all the universe is a community. Not just you and your family, not just you and your friends, not even just you and your community, but the world and the universe, they are all part of you. They are all connected to you. Learn to feel that. You have cut yourself off from all these connections in many ways. You have cut yourself off from the universe. You have cut yourself off from the other side of the world. It's easier to live without knowing all of these things because you will feel their pain. You will feel their understanding. You will feel everything about the universe, but you must be aware of it. That does not mean that you must be a part of it. You can see the darkness, but you don't have to be a part of it. But you can understand it and not be a part of it. Love can change everything. The Spirit of God lives within and wants to change everything about you into the miraculous you, the powerful you, the independent you, the one that can reach out, the one that is not afraid, the courageous you. Where is the courageous beings? Where are the courageous beings? You're all the courageous beings. We all are the courageous beings because that's the way he wants it. We are not timid anymore. We are not the ones that stay home and just hide our faces. We call on God within so that we may shine. We may exude the power of God. Fertilize, develop, and understand what is within. For you are made to be miraculous. You are made to be greater than you believe. There are many darknesses keeping you down and telling you that you are not these things, but you are. Realize it and use it. Realize it and use it. Bless you. Interesting. I am Tina.
Tina Turner.
Yes.
How are you? Welcome.
I am very well. I am with you. Yes.
Yes, well, you were requested by Leela. I guess give her the first question. Go ahead, Leela.
I just felt your energy coming through. So I am very excited that I was able to feel you through Jim. First, I would like to know how you're doing.
I'm very well. Life was difficult, but this is not. When it is really strange. I have a new understanding of the yin and the yang, because life is one of them and death is the other of them. It's like once you are alive, you are not dead, and once you are dead, you're not alive. And so, but they have their own ways of being available. It's interesting.
Yes, you did a great service for humanity when you were in your body. And I would like to know, are you going to be incarnated in New Gaia?
Oh, I am certain of it, yes.
Yes. I would like to invite you for a project what I probably will be, you know already, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Because the same happened with George Harrison. He already knew, and the same happened with what was the other? James Brown, he already knew that I was already, he said I already communicated with him telepathically without just thinking about them. They got the message. The same happened with you?
Yes.
Okay, so on the red day, would you like to sing the best for Lord Vishnu? Would you like to
Yes.
do that? Would you like to do that? It will be on the red day
Yes.
of the celebration.
Yes,
you
I would always like to sing.
All right then. So you will be singing this song, the best
Yes.
for Prime Creator in
Yes.
form of Lord Vishnu. Would you like to do that? So because I'm organizing all. So you know what? I am so excited, Tina.
Yes.
So here is my question, another question. What is our soul connection? Because I know that you were Queen Hatshepsut in Egypt. But what is our soul connection in the past?
We are always connected soul-wise. I'm connected to everyone here soul-wise. But in a personal way,
Incarnation, yes.
in a personal way, I am connected to you because you were part of my family, part of my soul and spirit family. But I'm connected to many of them here. Some of your soul family is here as well.
What is your soul family?
Whatever your soul family is. There are
All
many.
right then. So then I know what your soul family is. That's what mine is. So
many
that makes sense. So I would say, do you have any message for all your fans? If any fans listen to you and they love you endlessly, please give them message from you now.
I am with you all. I know that many of you are having hard lives. This is a period of time when the hard lives are happening, and you must overcome them. You must get rid of the fear, overcome this old way. The old ways must go. The old ways must disappear because you are living in the past, many of you. You're living in past thoughts and past dreams and past understandings. Everything must be present. Everything must be now. You must be looking at yourself now and feeling what is going on with you. Know yourself. Because many of you are trying to know yourself through means that you cannot know yourself. You're trying to know yourself through what others say to you. You're trying to know yourself through the way you're behaving with certain people. You're trying to know yourself through maybe scripture or understanding, but know yourself as a light, for that was what you are. And I will tell you that, yes, there is hard times. There has to be a balance between the hard times and the good times. Without the hard times, you would not appreciate the good times. Without the hard times, you would not value that which is most positive. But let me tell you this, in that balance, you will come to know God for the fairness and love that he is. I did not know that when I was on the planet as much. I had a hard life. Even at the ends and even throughout the whole thing with Ike and everyone else, there were many times when I wanted to give up and leave. But I kept moving forward. And I'm glad I did. I overcome many things. And that was good. And that brought me into a greater light with God as well. Overcoming this world is overcoming the lies that are being told in this world. There should be no secrets in this planet. Governments should have no secrets. Individuals should have no secrets. When you have secrets, you have darkness. I learned that. Secrets are a dark part of you. If you have a secret, it must be revealed. Otherwise, you cannot be fully who you are. You must reveal yourself as true, as honest, and as pure as God made you. If you have a secret, God will reveal it in time. But if you reveal it in your earthly momentum, your karma will be overcome. It will take that karma of that secret away. The understanding of what you are doing is karmic. Very well. Anyone else?
Yes, there is a question in the YouTube chat for you, and
Yes.
it's from Swazi, and she says, what did you gain through Buddhism and your success? Or sorry, what did you gain through Buddhism or your success? Which one did you gain more from?
Buddhism, because it taught me the peace and understanding and well-being that a person should be. It taught me how to be balanced. But of course, it wasn't just Buddhism that I realized that there was more to it than just the peace. I realized there was more to it than what was right there at that moment. There was other understandings to pull in. That I understood the Hinduism, and I understood the Christianity and the Judaism, and I understand Muslim, because all of them are a part of God, and they all have a part in his purpose. But let me tell you, it's not a time for religion anymore. It is a time for God. And he is not a religion. He is the beingness within you. Religions lie. Religions do not bring the truth to you. Religions have their own agendas, but God does not. God has his own agenda, not the agenda of man, but his own. And you must turn to him. Yes, Christ was part of God. Yes, Buddha was part of God. Yes, Muhammad was part of God. They all spoke in godly ways, but they all work together. They are each a part of the message of the everlasting understanding of who God is in his fullness. Yes?
Thank you. Yes, thank you for that. Let me see. I don't know if this is a question for you. I'll hold on to that next question. Yeah, there's a couple questions in the chat, but I don't know that they're necessarily for you.
All right.
Let's see if there's anyone else that had. Nope, that was it for you. It was
Good.
beautiful to have you here, and thank you for being here.
Yes, I need to go anyway, but thank you very much for having me.
Much love to you.
Greetings, this is Ish.
Welcome, Ish. Welcome.
It has been a while since I've been here.
Yes, it has.
Beautiful, beautiful.
I'm just looking for Ian, who I think he fell out of the.
Oh, how unfortunate.
No, I'm here.
Oh, you are there. Where are you? What name are you under?
Under Ian.
There you go, very top of it. Okay, perfect. Go ahead, Ian. Sorry about that.
No problem. How are you doing, Ish? It is so good to hear from you. I haven't heard from you in, God, it must have been a year or so.
Yes.
My main question, it's a little bit of a difficult question for me to form, but I'll do my best. I am interested in what you have to say. It's several months ago, I went through, let's say a period of very dark mental state to where I lost all belief in everything. No spiritual beliefs, didn't care, didn't believe in anything that I used to. Everything just evaporated from my mind for some reason. And it stayed that way for months. But gradually and recently, it started to come back. So I've discarded many of the things that I used to believe in, things I used to entertain, where my mind was wide open. And you pick and choose things that you want, that you believe in, and you discard other things that you don't believe in. But the point is, you keep your mind open to all things.
Of course.
All of that disappeared for me, and I believed in nothing for months. And like I said, it's just now starting to come back. And I realized that perhaps I went through a spiritual detox. And is there such a thing as a spiritual detox? And is there a benefit to it?
What you went through is what we call the dark night of the soul, where everything was gone and you were left with emptiness. And that emptiness actually was a stepping stone to your recovery. You needed to feel that to know what it felt like to be totally without, totally abandoned, totally lost. And many people have experienced this and then move forward. And then what you need now is to understand that had a teaching within it. It taught you what was there, what nothing felt like, what abandonment felt like. But right now, God is trying to tell you that you are going to be built up, and you do have that kind of broad understanding that God is giving you a new chance, a new beginning, a new beingness. And so it was necessary for you, and his love for you will come back full fold. You will know him very well. He will show you who he is. He will show you all things within. But he had to let you feel that for a moment. For him, it was a moment. For you, it was months. But God is with you. And you have a purpose. And it is a bright light within you.
Thank you for that. The next piece of that would be, I feel like I need to have more discernment on what I choose to believe and what not to believe, to maybe keep it more focused, more narrow, than believing everything that I hear out there all the time about all different sorts of things. And they may be true, they may not, I just don't know. And maybe my mind just isn't big enough to handle it all.
No.
But should I be more focused on what I do believe and what I know to be true, and just let the rest be on its own?
Correct. It's simple. Focus on God. Focus on that which is within, that you know that is true. Focus on the light that is in you. Focus on those things that are exciting to you, because those are the things that will bring fruit. Those are the things that will bring light. Those are the things that you will understand more greatly. So do not focus on all the things that do not matter to you, but bring forth the light that was within. God is in you. He created you. He is in your soul, and it's now time to shine, and let him know that you know he's there.
Okay, thank you very much for that, because I'm very familiar with the dark night of the soul, but for some reason, when you're in the dark night, I never thought about the dark night of the soul. So thank you for putting that into context for me. And once again, thank you so much for coming. I always enjoy listening to you.
Very well, thank you. Is there any other questions?
Yes, there is. Leela has a question. Go ahead, Leela.
Master Ish, I would like to know about the red dragons in China. Are they making any progress into light?
Yes, they are making some progress in the light, because they're realizing that they're surrounded by some light beings. They realize the light beings are available everywhere, and that frightens them to some extent, but they are not moving out, so they are handling it at the moment.
That's a very good news. Thank you.
All right.
There's a couple questions in YouTube that would be good for you to answer.
Very well.
Start with Swazi is a question. She says, how do I deal with pain when someone doesn't want to talk to me for years, but you want to be part of their life? Can you still love them and they can feel it enough on a soul level?
Yes. You can feel them on a soul level because everyone is connected through the souls of each and every one of you. The thing is, many people are not aware of the God within them. People are not aware of what God is supposed to be like within them. And so they are acting out of fear. And fear is blindness. It was said earlier. Fear is blindness. They do not see the love coming to them. They do not see the understanding. They do not see the light. And so they must find their own light before they can shine it to anyone else. And so that is why some people are shut off from other people, is because they're blind and fearful. They must be open to everyone, and they must share themselves with everyone. It is not that you are supposed to be shy. You are not supposed to be. You are not supposed to be meek, in the sense, yes, you are supposed to be meek, but you're not supposed to be shy. Let's put it that way. Does that make sense?
I believe so. I believe so for the person in the chat. Yes, it does make sense.
All right, very well. I could go on, but I think that if they got it, that's good.
Yes, and then I'll give you another, there's a couple more questions. One is from Michael. He says, I want to ask about my unborn daughter who I lost 12 years ago. I had an intention, love, and beings of being a dad. I get signs of having a daughter. I even had a name, Alaya. Is she there?
Yes. They never, whenever someone passes from the earthly plane, they go to a different plane. And so it is not that she is gone. It is not that she is never there. In fact, she is always with you if you want her to be. Because in this realm, you can call on the spirits. This realm has not learned how to call on the spirits as well as they should. You can speak to the dead because they are not dead. In fact, they are still alive, but in a different place. I think you all understand that. It is that you are with them and they are with you. They choose to be with you. They choose to be around you. They choose all of you. And they choose to be with other people too, because they have many relatives and many people that they are close to. But your unborn child, the child that did not come through, she is still here.
Okay, thank you for that. Thank you very much. Rosangela wants to know, she says, hello Ish, great to hear from you. Last time we connected, you said you wanted to work with me through channeling, and yesterday you were in my awareness. Do you have a message for me and my purpose?
Yes, you are going to be a good channel, a very good one, and you already are. Do not be afraid. Speak forth. Let it come. I think that you are already working with me in a very deep way. I am working with you, actually, in a very deep way as well. And we all work together. I am inside of you. Just like God is inside of you. When we work together, you bring me in. If you work with someone, you bring them in. You bring them in your heart because you trust them. So we are working together out of trust and love and spirituality and beauty and of God. So you will expand and grow. Continue to expand and grow and know yourself in an even deeper way. Know how you are great. Everyone has a greatness about them that they must bring forward.
Okay, thank you for that. There was a question for Tina from Michael, but maybe you can answer this in lieu of her. He said, how did she overcome her plight to become a new person? He admired her strength.
Yes, I can tell you how she did that. She had she had encouragement from other people, for one thing, and she had an inward strength that said, First of all, she had a lot of talent, and she knew that she had a lot of talent. Ike used to tell her that she had a lot of talent, but he also tortured her, so it was not a good thing. That he tortured her and beat her and things of that nature, but he knew that she was very talented.
Right.
Oh, thank
Okay.
you. She
Thank
knew
you.
that she was very talented, and so she overcame that. And it was a struggle for her to overcome it, but she had support from other record labels and things of that nature that wanted her to come to them. And so she left him and went where she was being sought.
Okay. Perfect. Thank you for that. Let me see. There was one more question, but I want to. Oh, Medwali wants to know what color are you? And he was asking if you're a dragon, but you're not a dragon.
Yes, I am. Well, I am considered a dragon, yes.
Yes.
I am, and I am right now. I don't have a color because I'm in spirit, so spirit doesn't really have a color for me, but I can be any color I want to be. But at one point, I was a bluish, silvery blue dragon.
Okay.
In
So
my last incarnation.
you still consider yourself a dragon in
I am an ascended dragon. I still consider myself an ascended being. I see where I am. I know who I am. I feel who I am. And I was once a dragon, so I do feel that, yes.
Okay, well, that's good. That's clear. Okay, Susan has a question. Go ahead, Susan.
Yes.
Susan, are you there? Let's give her a
Oh,
chance.
sorry, I'm on mute. So glad you're here today, Ish.
Thank you.
So I had a lifetime, I believe in medieval times, as a shape-shifting dragon. I actually saw visions from that lifetime during a past life regression that I had about a year ago.
What
And
color were you?
I know I think like maybe rose and gold because I actually saw my mother dragon flying next to me in that regression, and she is a sacred heart dragon named Satira, and she was kind of like a rosy, pinkish red color with green eyes, and then later I connected with my father from that lifetime is Centaurus from Andromeda, and he's part of the Galactic Dragon Collective. And then I also channel Eonor, who from that same collective, which I later got was my uncle. And so I'm just wondering, and from what I heard, from another channeler that I guess being a shape-shifting dragon is somewhat unusual. Like I saw myself flying next to my mother, but then when I landed, I saw my human form. And then Wendy Napolitano in this group, she was my sister, and I saw her also as my sister in that lifetime. So I'm just wondering if you can talk a little bit about, well, first, do I have any connections with you? And then also, if there's anything I don't know yet about that dragon lifetime, or as
There's
I
many
know I have
things.
a soul dragon self as well, but
There's many things you don't know about your past lives until you come out of this life. You will not really know your past lives as well as you will, because you can only see what you can see in this very limited view of all the different lives. So there are many things that you don't know about the past lives. But you will see them when you come out of this life and into the eternal areas. And so, yes, you have a great deal of dragon experience, and shape-shifting dragons are rare. There are a couple of them that are here, but and I see a couple of you going, "Oh, maybe I was," but yeah, they're shape-shifting dragons are very rare, but they do exist, and It is something that, yes, it was part of your, actually, it's still part of who you are right now. You have to understand everything is happening at once, but it takes forever for this one moment. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I know all of our lifetimes are happening simultaneously. I know about some of my other parallel lives going on. Yeah, I've channeled
this moment forever.
Yeah.
As our lives go on within this one very unique spot of time. Everything is forever. So it is that you are feeling that and knowing that, but do not get too involved in that, because God wants you to look inside now and see what is there to bring out to the world. You have many gifts, but you must see them for what they really are. They are great lights. Many of you have great light within you already. And it is now that it must start to come out. Otherwise, your world will stop. The light must shine. You're at the edge of your existence. So developing your light at this time is where your purpose should be.
Right.
Beautiful. Thank you. Yeah, I definitely have been getting messages lately about, expanding outward more as a teacher by example, and to, start connecting in community and things of that nature. So that does resonate a lot with me, and going within to focus on what open doors, open opportunities I want to move into, and claiming that instead of, like you said, focusing on the past.
Well, there are many that are trying to keep you down because humanity is rare. This species is the most powerful species in the universe, but you have been kept down. You have been muffled. You've been blinded. If you wake up, you will be the rulers of the universe. But they do not want you to know that. They want you to only see that you are only what you are. But you are greater than any of the other species, because there is so much more within you. God is angry with you that you are not becoming who you are, but he's also in love with you because he loves who you can be.
Beautiful. Thank you very much, Ish, for answering my questions. Much love
You're
to you.
welcome.
Thank you. There's a question that says, and it's from Swazi. So she says, can the dragon being tell us if they represent transformation or anger? What is your energy? How do I know I am a dragon being?
When you become an ascended master in the outer realms and the inner realms, because they are the same, you become love. You become light, you become patience, compassion, and beauty. You become all the things that are necessary for people like you to grow. You will become like an ascended master if you wish. There is a path to that in the human life, in the human world. There's a path to your absolute greatness, but you must find it within. You must know that God is in you, and that light must come out. Now, this is a different message coming through now than ever before, because it is shifted again. The religions of the world are not true. The religions of the world are not substantial, and they must be let go, because they are leading you to something that is not perfect. Within you is God, and that is the perfect area that you must go to. because within you he is perfect. You must understand that. He cannot be imperfect within you, but you have to grasp on to that understanding that God is in you and is perfect in you. That way you can see and not be blinded. That way you can be courageous and not fearful. That way you can be meek and still strong. You are the greatest people in the universe. And it is now time for you to either rise or fall. You can be destroyed. And I do not want to see that. But you also can rise. But it must happen quickly. It must happen soon. And I know soon is one of those words that cannot be defined in time. But we out here that are also in here, because we are out here and in here. When you call on us, we have become inside of you. You hear my voice within you. What is within you is greater than you ever imagined. And it is time for that to come out. This world must survive. But if you do not make it survive, if you do not make the effort, it will not.
Thank you so much for that. Are there any questions in your room? We haven't had any from your room, and I just wanted to double check.
Yes. Any questions?
No, thank you.
Very well. No questions here.
Michael, did you have a question? You're pointing. Okay, Michael has a question from inside our room. Go ahead, Michael.
Yes, I've had a lot of surgeries with my feet, and my left hip has been hurting so bad. And I'm a healer, and I try to heal myself and talk to my hip. And any advice, anything, because I don't think I could go or manage money-wise going through another surgery.
No, you don't have to. But you must believe that God is within you and that he is going to fix this. It is time for humans to know how much healing they can do for themselves. There are many strong healers out there that heal other people. But you must understand that you do not have to touch yourself to be healed. You must believe that you are healed to be healed. You must exude the healing energy in your system to be healed. And it is time for many of you to understand that. You are being lied to and told that you are sick and you can't do this and you can't do that and your pain is too hard. And yes, it's there. I know that. I've seen people in much pain, so much agony, and they don't have to be because God is within them and God is a healer. God is perfection. You don't understand that God can make you perfect. You are the beings that he can make perfect. He has created you so that he can make you perfect. That is what I'm trying to relay to you. It is not that you are perfect now. Yet you are, but you don't know it. You must understand your perfection. I can send you healing energy right now, and you can feel it strongly within your body. You do feel it.
Yes, I do.
And it will be a part of you, and it will last until you are healed. Because you are bringing out the God within you by my bringing out the God within me. We are one, you and I. So we must be one. Healing energy to defeat those heels, that hip, the legs. Yes, divine energy runs through you. Accept it. It is truth that you must all give up all your secrets to be pure. But once you are pure, and once you are part of God's all, your power will increase. I do not say this lightly. I am Ish. I don't say anything lightly. So I am saying this to you to let you know that it is time for your release. You must free yourself from the jailers that are keeping you down. Any other questions?
Yes, there are. Just Stephen Helms in YouTube, our good friend who's been around a long time, says, Ish, does my galactic family have any guidance for me? Thank you.
Yes, they do. The guidance is always of God, of course, because they know of this species. They know of what you are capable of. They have always known through the galactic prophecies of what humans are capable of. And they are saying, be all that you are. Look inside and know all that you are filled with, because there are so many things that you can do. You are limitless.
Thank you for that. Kat has a question. Go ahead, Kat.
Yes, hello.
Greetings.
Like a million years ago in 2010, my teacher turned to me and she said, "You received a gift." And back then, I was like, "What?" And so, what are gifts?
Gifts are just a part of you. Gifts are everything in you. Gifts are speaking in tongues. Gifts are spirit guides. Gifts are being able to bilocate. Gifts are channeling. Gifts are being able to see until empathy and telepathic ways. Gifts are so many, many different things. Gifts are understanding and wisdom. There are many, many gifts, and you have them all.
When you evolve the evolving pieces that you're welcoming are, you can call them gifts also.
Give me an example.
Well, when you meditate and you're sweating meditating,
yes,
and then you receive a missing part of you.
Yes,
you release some stuff, and then you receive a block of yourself.
Oh yes, you must gradually improve continuously.
Is that
Meditation is important. Prayer is important, because meditation and prayer are your guides to
yes,
the pathway.
But that block of missing piece of you, can you consider it a gift?
Yes, but it has always been there. You just received it now.
Yeah,
You
you're right.
just became aware of it. It's like if you, in your last life, if you lost a diamond ring and you found it in this life.
So
precious.
If that piece, it was always there, then it's not a gift anymore.
But it is. It isn't
Oh, it
magic.
is.
The thing is, it's how you look at it.
Uh-huh.
It's your perspective. It's your understanding of what it is. It is a gift to get more of yourself. Oh, absolutely. But it was always there. You just now are realizing what a beautiful part of yourself you are coming into.
Uh-huh. So it's not like a gift like you what we consider here on Earth. You give someone something that it's that person didn't have it
Well, you gave
before.
it to yourself. It's like you buying yourself a Christmas gift.
Uh-huh. Okay,
You
I
gave
like it.
this gift to yourself.
I like it. I have another question. I'm trying to sense if I have to do something like I don't know something. If I want to do something, I'm trying to feel into it, but that when I tune into it, I that uh, uh, tuning is interfering with my still heavy load of stuff.
Your heavy
So
load must be lifted. So
yeah,
into this thing that you want to do, let it free you and carry the burden for you. Do not let it be heaviness that stops it, but let it carry the weight. Your spirit can carry the weight.
yeah, but
You don't
it's
have
not
to
that easy.
feel heavy. You do not have to feel the heaviness. Your spirit within can lift that weight. When you realize how much power you have within, you can lift that weight.
The whole thing of it.
The whole thing of it, because it becomes something else. You perceive it differently. It is not the same.
But I like what that teaches me.
Yes. Have you learned the lesson? It will still be heavy until you learn the lesson, and then it will be gone.
Yes, I'm okay with I, I'm okay. I mean, I like the work that it
Of
makes me.
course, you all must have heavy loads at one point or another so that you can know what they are like, that you can experience them and put them into your thought process and know what that experience is about and learn from it. But then you grow and you become more light and become more lighter and move forward. You are at a place where you can become greater. But you must realize within yourself how great you really are. Forgive yourself for all the things that you think that are holding you back. Let that secret go. Because God knows what it is already. And so if you let everyone know that you are pure, let everyone know what all those secrets are that you're hiding, you will find freedom.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Okay, thank you. All right. There's a question from $5 Hug. It says, how can we activate our 12-strand DNA potential?
All right. The 12 strands are always with you. Of course, they're outside of your reach at this point, but they are there. You are living with the helix, the 2 strands. But you see, God knows that the 12 strands are part of you, and you must become more aware of them. You must understand that the 12 strands are already here, but yet you're not experiencing them yet because you are not experiencing the fullness of who you are. You understand who you are in third density. Third density is very finite. It only lets you see a certain distance. It only lets you know a certain thing or a certain understanding. But as you become aware of all your beingness within your light, then the strands awaken as they are supposed to. But you must be aware of your consciousness first. You must train your consciousness to be aware of healing, a part of your body, a part of all that is, for everything works together within you, and your consciousness must be a good part of that, because you must be aware. Consciousness means awareness. You must be aware of what is here and what is there. You must be aware of all things, but not be a part of all things, because you must be a part of what you are in the light. I know that sounds confusing. It sounds a little confusing, but in order to push the darkness out, you must be the light within. You must get rid of the darkness within yourself. And there's much darkness still there because you want it. It's a secret. It's what you do that nobody knows. But that has to be taken care of. That has to be revealed, and you must dismiss it. Purification is not easy. Purification is difficult because it exposes you to the world. It does that, yes. But the world must know exactly who you are in order for them to trust you. Can you trust someone that is holding in many secrets? I don't think so. Can you trust someone that has a secret that may affect the way you feel about them? I don't think so. Secrets are dark. Secrets must be let go. They must be put in the light. You must be exactly who you are. Without secrets, and without hesitation, and without fear, with courage. Everyone is afraid. Everyone is afraid of death. Everyone is afraid of many things. You say, oh, I'm not afraid of dying. But once you're very close to it, you go, I want to stay. I don't want to go. But if you knew what death really was, you wouldn't be afraid. Oh, I'm going off on a tangent again. Sorry.
That's all right. Ish, I think, let me just, that was all the questions that we have for you.
All right, very good. There are more people waiting, so I'll go. Thank
Ish,
you.
it's always great that you're here. Thank you. Come back again.
I lost my English accent during that whole thing. But that's all right. I only use that to make myself sound more intelligent. I didn't need that today.
Perfect.
I am Metatron.
Welcome, Metatron. Welcome.
I know that Ish was here, but I also am here. There are many things that many people need to understand about themselves, but many questions are still to be asked. There is much thought going on. Many people are thinking, and they're wondering if their questions are valid, but they are. All questions are valid. They are not stupid questions. They are questions that need to be asked.
Okay, perfect. Because originally it was Ian that requested you, I'll ask Ian first. Did you have a question for Metatron now?
Well, first, Metatron, thank you for coming through. Did you hear the question that I had asked of Ish about the spiritual detox that I went through and he called it a dark night? Do you have anything else that you would like to add to that? Something more in depth and more tangible?
Yes, I can add to that.
Thank
I
you.
can tell you that your experience was valid and that what you went through is to show you where your mind can go and where the minds of the world can go. How careless people can be and how thoughtless the world can be. And if they don't care about anything, then they don't care about what they do either. So now that you are coming back into the spiritual side of things, you have an idea of what many people in the world are feeling and knowing about their lives. They don't care anymore. They don't want to live anymore. They don't want to be here anymore. They want to escape this planet, but it's not for them to do so. God does not want people to escape, but he wants people to realize that they are meant to be here for a reason. And so you are meant to be here for a reason. But now that you know what others feel like, now that you know how others feel in the world and how awful that felt in some ways. Did it feel bad to you?
Yes, it was like being totally dead with the exception of your organs were the only thing that were still alive.
So you perceive that this is not a way to live. You wanted to escape. You wanted to leave.
That is correct. And it also got me thinking, and I'll expand on it just shortly, is that I started to question all these different belief systems that are out there and how, in my opinion, some of them can be toxic. And so I was thinking about humanity as a whole and how all these belief systems are commingling together. And there are so many different beliefs. Some are true, some are not. That's, my opinion. What do I know? But I see a lot of toxicity within the spiritual community.
It is true. You are absolutely right. And there's toxicity within every community because they don't know how to act with themselves. They don't know themselves. You are getting to know who you are. This venture into darkness taught you something about you, who you are, and who you don't want to be. And now you are coming back into a spiritual understanding, and that spiritual understanding is not of all these toxic communities of hatefulness and fear and misunderstanding and pointing fingers and you must do as I say.
And deception.
And deception. God is within you. You must realize that. You must realize who you are and how valuable you are.
Okay. Thank you for that. I'm glad you came through and expanded on that a little bit more because as Ish has been speaking and in between now and then, I've been thinking about a little bit more and trying to drill down a little bit more as to what it is I'm going to believe, what my life lessons are going to be, what are my teachings going to be, and what am I going to do going forward.
You're going to believe in the things that you know are true. Love, beauty, compassion, help, forgiveness. These are the places that you will live. These are not places of toxicity. You want to live in the purity. This is where the mind must go. This is where the thought processes must go. They must go to the
just maybe 5 or 10 more minutes and we'll go.
that okay?
Huh?
Someone must not have been muted and thought they were.
Oh,
Someone was, I just had to mute someone. So she's fine. She's muted. You just unmuted her. But I muted her, Michael. I got it. Don't unmute her. Thanks. Okay. Sorry about
Sorry about that, Metatron. One other quick question about that is that is having a dark night or going through something that I described, questioning and emptiness, is that something that most or all people will go through at some point throughout their life?
it depends. No, not everyone will go through that. It depends on the place that they are in this realm. Some are already radiant. Some have been born into light. Some have been born into great darkness. Some have been born into mediocrity. Some have been born in different ways. You have been born into dishealth or unhealthiness. You have to overcome this because it cannot be a part of your source of excuse anymore, because you must be the person God wants you to be. And it's not a sick person.
I totally relate to that, because once you realize what your problems or what your issues are, you realize you no longer have an excuse to not fulfill them.
Correct. And once people start realizing who they are, what they can offer, then and start working on that, then they must grow. If they do not grow, the potential goes down for the existence of this planet.
Right. Okay. Because now it's my desire that I'm coming out of this is to be a better human being, which I think most people want to do, is to be a better person, not just for myself, but to humanity. What am I going to contribute? How am I going to make the world a better place? How am I going to help the people around me? It's not just about myself. It's about everyone around me.
Correct. You are responsible for everyone, and everyone is responsible for you.
Okay, well, thank you very much for that. I really appreciate you coming through. God bless you.
And you.
Thank
Any
you.
other questions?
Yes, there's a bunch of questions. So
Oh.
there's a question I want to go through that I missed in the chat, but I think it's a good question. And I do apologize for the lateness of asking this, and then but I think it's a quick question, then we'll get back to the Zoom room. But let me just find him. It's from F. Dyke. Dyke is the last name. Is it true that the structure of spirit unifies physics? Being and not being, man and woman, yin yang, one polarity unifies the physical world?
Let me answer it this way. You are nature, and nature is you. You are part of all things, and all things are a part of you. If you would want to dissect the soul is part of nature. The soul can be broken down into scientific terms. Everything is science. Science is everything, but spirit is all. All is spirit and can be broken down scientifically. In the realm of understanding, everything can be understood in many different languages. Scientific languages, physical languages, quantum languages. You can see things in many different ways, but all is nature. All is part of everything. You can break it down any way you want, but it is all the same.
Okay, thank you for that. Okay, Wendy has a question. Go ahead, Wendy.
Thank you so much. Yes, I greetings, Metatron. I recently channeled the Golden Flame, and the Golden Flame was giving messages about how to use it similar to the Violet Flame, with being able to transmute and change. And so the reason I'm wanting to know more about it is because I feel like the Golden Flame wants its message brought out more into the world. So can you elaborate on that, please?
The colors of the golden flames and the violet flames and all the flames that exist are all about God and the different ways that he expresses himself throughout the universe and throughout your beings. And so the message of the golden flame is he is transformative. He is part of God. God is him. He is God. The violet flame is him. He is God. All the flames are part of him and part of his personalities. And his structure in this realm is to teach oneness. His structure is to bring all into the light, all into a personage of all oneness. And so as you see the different colors in the rainbow, it's one rainbow. It's not many different sections of color. It's all one, is it not? And if you blend them all together, they're still there. The colors are separated, but they are all one. And so these different colors are telling you we are one with God, and God is transformative, and you will be transformed. Let these colors help you to transform as well, because they have meaning, they have power, they have structure. They are scientific, they are spiritual, and they are quantum.
Wow, beautiful. That's scientific and quantum. Quantum, I knew. Scientific, I had not really put two and two together for some reason.
Yes.
And then the next question I have is regarding the Syrian elders. I've recognized that they're coming through more and more. And speaking of gifts, for myself and probably others, working with pyramids within our etheric realm, so that we're using that energy to heal. Can you talk about the Syrian elders and how or why they're coming through more at this time? And maybe it's just in a conscious awareness.
It's more of a conscious awareness. They're always within you and without you. You must understand that the spiritual realm is also here, and the ghost realm is also here. That every realm that you believe in and all the beings that you believe in are here with you when you want them to be. They may seem like they are out there. They may seem like they are far away, but when you call on them, they're here. And so their message is, we are here for you when you need us. We will help you with your insides. Bring us inside and we will be part of you. And these are beings of higher realms and understandings. But when you call on them, they are here. All beings will be here for you when you need them.
Wonderful. In parting, do you have any message that would benefit me in my progress on my path?
Yes. It's a message for all. It's the message that you understand who you are and do the things that make you happy and lift yourself and know that your beingness is amazing and it can be a greater light in the world. Every minute you can progress into a greater light.
Thank you. Beautifully said. Blessings to you and our love.
Thank you. Okay, Joan has a question. Go ahead, Joan.
Thank you. Greetings, Metatron.
Greetings.
I wonder, what is my connection to you? Because I've been dreaming of Metatron. I mean, you come into my dreams and you're telling me your name to me.
Yes.
So it's been like quite a while. And also last month I see these geometry in my physical eye, probably my third eye when I open it. It's on the it's like a web of light, like a octagonal shape, and I don't know what is that tells me. And can you tell me?
There's much spiritual geometry going on within you, because what are you? You are human, you are physical, but you are also math. You are also science. If you can break down each part of you into science, you are science as well. You are quantum. You are everything that the universe holds. Humans are everything. And so when you are seeing the sacral geometry, when you are looking at these 8 sides, and the understanding of this is that there are many sides to the story of who you are, and you have 8 experiences in this world that are necessary for you to have, for you to grow into the being that you're supposed to be. So it is this geometry that will help you grow. It is when you figure out the geometry that is there, it tells you who you are. And this is how it always is. They will come to you in a way that you will understand them the best. Some people will understand geometry better, some math, some science, some physicality, some will just know spiritually the things that they should do. It is all about how you understand yourself, but as you grow, you will expand into all these other things. You will know all these other things as you become a greater light. And so your beginnings may be of a geometric thing or a science thing. So let it grow, let it become. And yes, I am speaking to you about that because I am with you. God is here.
I see. One more question. It's not related. Can you tell me if who's my 7th sister? I mean, my mom told me before that I belong one of the 7 sisters, and also reincarnated here on Earth. And could you tell me who are they?
It matters.
What's the 7th sister?
The 7 sisters have many names in many worlds, and so I do not know what you call them here. They are always here. They are always part of everything. And yes, if you realize within yourself that you are part of that, then you can grow into a greater being. I want you to realize, though, that being with 7 sisters, one of the 7 sisters, is only a part of being part of the universe, being part of everything, being part of all. So you are part of all and everything. To distinguish yourself from all and everything is something that you will have to do with God. God will let you know all and everything, and you are all and everything. And so let him make you into what you need. Do not specifically tune into one thing, but tune into God as everything. Because if you face just one thought, you will miss out on the other parts of your being. A 7th sister is only one part of the universe. And so if you focus on the God part of your being, then you will have a more full version of yourself, more than just one being one 7th sister. Does that make sense to you?
Yeah.
Good. Because I want you to be everything, not just a 7th sister, but I want you to be all of what God wants you to be. And if you just focus on one thing, then that's all you'll be. So it is that the universe is much bigger than that, and humans can do greater things than they can possibly imagine. Your minds are not expanded yet, but they will be if you do what I say.
Okay, thank you.
Yes.
Okay, Leela has a question. Go ahead, Leela.
Thank you. Blessings, Metatron.
Yeah.
I would like to know more about creator beings. Are there different types of creator beings, and what are they?
Yes, there are all different kinds of creator beings because God has service for all different kinds of things. And so as he is taking care of creation, he has people working on the maintenance of creation as well. But remember this, yes, some creator beings will be a passageway to other dimensions. Some will be working on stars, some will be working on planets, some will be working on solar systems and black holes or whatever. But yes, they all have purpose.
So what am I? What kind of creator being am I?
You are a vast creator being, as most creator beings are. You can wear more than one hat, meaning that you can do whatever God asks you to do.
Ah, so that's like interesting. Other seraphims known to humans besides you? Can you reveal the names?
Seraphims?
Yes.
Yes, there are seraphims out there.
Known to human, because so far I only know you. Are there others?
Yes.
What are the names?
Jacquel, Rumen, Torjanea. They're all very old.
Right. They're not known to humans. So the seraphims are around the throne of God, Prime Creator, to supporting him. Is that what is your duty? I mean, to protect him?
Yes.
All right. So you are like a bodyguard.
Well,
kind of.
There are many bodyguards.
Right. Do you have any message for me?
I wish you to understand that you are even greater than you think you are, just as I'm telling other people the same. Your light will shine greater, your healing will be stronger.
Thank you, my dear.
All right. Is there a question within your room?
I do not think so.
Okay. Then there's a question from Susan. Go ahead, Susan. And this might be the last question, depending on how long it goes.
Very well. Unmute.
Yes, Susan, unmute, please.
Yep, unmuted.
Susan, you're unmuted, but we can't hear you.
All right, we cannot hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, a little bit.
Maybe it was something with my headset.
Yeah, Susan, we can't hear you.
Now you're soft again.
Okay, very strange.
There you go.
Can you hear me now?
Barely.
Barely, but it's better than it was.
Okay. Can you hear me better now?
No, hun.
Oh, strange.
Okay, Mary, do you have a question?
Type your question.
No, she
yes.
can't take the phone. Go ahead, Mary. You ask your question, and Susan, type your question. Go ahead, Mary.
Okay.
Yes, please. Thank you. Metatron, I would like to ask, what are my gifts that I have here in this 3D life that I would like to work on and actually use to be what God wants me to be, as well as what I want to be. And that is my question.
Yes, I can tell you this. You have healing in your hands, just as much as Michael does. You both have healing in your hand. Your family does have the healing gift. Another thing that you do have is the sight. You have vision into and empathy for other people. But you have some sight into what people are and who people are. You can tell by just looking at them if they have a great deal of negativity or if they are very positive. You seem to be able to feel it, and that's an empathic gift. And also, you do have the gift of You have many other gifts as well, but those are the ones I want you to focus on for now.
Yes. Yes.
You cannot do them all at once.
Okay. Okay. Well,
But
well, bless.
yes. Go ahead.
Yeah. I thank you for relaying these things to me. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Many people have all the gifts that are available, but they don't know how to use them quite yet.
Right.
Use them when they come, the ones that are your highest excitement, the ones that are those things that are really strong within you. Those are the gifts you should use. The first, the best.
Thank you. Okay. Is that, are you complete, Mary? Are you okay? That's it? Yes? Give me a thumbs up if you're good. Okay, perfect. Thank you. All right. Susan's question is, as a Metatron fractal, do you have a message for me about how to utilize the connection in my future spiritual work? Thank you.
Use spiritual connections with me and God to grow, because all these connections that people have with the different spirits, the different angels, the different beings, they all come into yourself. And so you become me in some ways. You become God always. You could become these different spirits and different understandings because they are working with you, and you can take from them what you need. And God is there, and He is everything. So if you're looking at just one personality within yourself, then you're limited. You're limiting yourself. But if you're looking at God's personality and all the things that God can be within you, then you can expand your personality. But if you want to be like a one person, one being, then that is what you will start with. It is a good beginning to be like a spiritual person, but it is greater to be expansive with God. There is a question here.
Okay, sure. And this will be the last question.
Come closer, please.
Hello, Metatron.
Greetings.
I was waiting for Commander Thor because he works a lot directly on the Earth and then off the Earth. So, but can you please give us a world report? There's 2 wars going on, and Elijah mentioned the different Earth changes happening, especially with Iceland. Can you just give us a world report of what's going on, how it's affecting the whole timeline, and who is working with us to support us, like organizations on the Earth? Where can we be supportive the most? Thank you.
And that's many questions in one. But the world situation is grave, actually. Not many people are awake enough to know that the world is fragile. It is that, how am I going to explain this? To have the awareness that you need to have in this place, in this time, and this understanding, you need to be a brighter light than you are. Some of you are lights, some of you are bright lights, but it is so dim compared to what you could be. You shine out, but you limit yourself. You shine out, but you don't you do not capture the full essence of yourself or God. But the world situation is grave. It is that you are in a place where you must shine and expand. The world is doing many things to cause extinction. I cannot even tell you who to work with, because many of the people outside of this room and outside in the world will not be trustworthy. They will be people that are keeping the secrets. There The governments are keeping secrets. The people are keeping secrets, and they will not be honest with you. And so you must be working with honest people. You must be working with the people that are able to give truth to the situations. You must be able to tell the truth and not hesitate to stand up for what is right, and not hesitate to bring forth what is needed. The situation of the world can be overcome. It can be, but it is not by just one thing or one activity. It is by the unification of the world in soul spirit. This place, all the things that are happening to it, all the weather, all the axis, all the wars, it's all man doing this. Mankind doing to mankind what it always has done. And it must stop. And I know Valiant Thor is here working. He didn't want to come through today. He had a reason why. And I'll tell you why. He didn't want to come through because he is working on something that's very important. And he is a bright light in your world. And he is something that is able to move between worlds, which is not usual. It's something that is not allowed too often. He is one of those rare ones that are allowed to come here and go there and whatever. So he's working on too many other things to talk today. But I will tell you that the situation of the world is very difficult.
Thank you. Okay, thank you so much for that. We have time to do just a couple blessings, and I think that's the best. Oh, Joan asked, let me just see. Let me just ask Joan's question really quick, and if you can ask it, answer it would be wonderful. She says, why every time I ask questions for who I am, I feel like I get scolded, that I should know who I am, but I know I come to play my role. Do you have messages for how to be more playful?
We are not scolding you. We are just telling you what is. And you must understand, all of you, we're not here to scold you. We're not here to tell you that you're bad or you're not doing the right thing. We're not doing that. We're putting you into the right place so that you may grow and expand as much as possible. I don't want you to be limited. I don't want you to feel like you're being scolded. That's not it at all. It is about feeling love, the love that we want to share with you, that will make you the greatest being in the universe. And Joan, you have great love and great understanding, great beauty, great many, many things. We are only polishing the diamond.
Thank you. You know, every being that doesn't turn you back to yourself, to look inward, and to continually look outward at someone that you might have been in another life, has nothing to do with your life now, other than that's good to know. But yes. Your truth is inside, and that's what you've been saying this whole time. That's what Ish said. That's what Elijah said. And that's what they say in all the major.
Yes. So do not look at it as a punishment.
No. Look inside. God is inside, right?
Bear your soul to God, and He will give you everything.
Perfect. All right. So thank you so much for being here with us. We are out of time now. It goes very fast, but we are out of time. So it's always lovely that you're here. Thank you for being here.
Much love.
Much love.
Hello?
Hello, welcome back.
Thanks.
Welcome back. How about because Susan was going to do a blessing, but she's having headphone problems. Why don't you do a blessing for us as we go out? But we'll have Angie do the announcements, and then if you would do a blessing, that would be a perfect ending to a perfect session.
All right.
Okay.
Hi, everybody. We have the gathering scheduled for next August 8th through the 12th, 2024. It is $6.95 a person, and it is located, the registration form and the flyer are on our Hucolo page, humancolony.org, or on our Facebook page, or you can email classes@hucolo.org. I can get all the information out to you, send the registration form. This is going to be an exciting time.
Yes, it includes lodging and food. All your meals will be taken care of. All your lodging needs will be taken care of. If you have needs that are different than what we can handle, accommodate, let us know so that we can do something for you that will make you feel better.
Yeah.
But
that's good. That's very good. Okay, and I think next week is Will again, I believe. Am I correct? Yes?
Will?
Will. I believe so. Yes. Well, you're scheduled, so I think it's you.
So then I will.
Okay.
Will.
I'll confirm, but I'm pretty sure that you're next. Yeah.
Okay. Will.
Thank you.
We'll do it. Perfect. Okay, Jim, if you'd leave us with a blessing, that'd be fantastic. And to everyone in YouTube, everyone in the room, thank you for being here. Much love to you, and we'll see you next week. Yeah.
Dear Heavenly Father, we just thank you for this time together of fellowship, time of sharing our thoughts and learning more. We want to bring you inside of us in an even greater way. We know that you're there. We just want you to expand inside of us. We want your love to grow. We want you to be with us always. We want you to show us the joy and love that you have for us, all the gifts that you have for us, and everything in between. We praise you and thank you for all that you are and all that you do. You are worthy to be praised because you are the Creator. Amen.
Amen. Would you say Om, Shalom, Shalom, Amen. So
yes.
Okay, much love to everyone, and we will see you with Will, who will, next week.
Next week. Very good.
Very good. Okay.
Have a great day, everybody. Thank you for being here.
Thank you, everyone.
Ian, I am going to call you very